Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the Everyday Golfer. Today we are testing the most popular golf ball in the world, but we are testing a golf ball that most people won't have heard of, and that is the Pro V1 Star. That is a custom order golf ball. Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the Everyday Golfer. We have got Dave here testing the Pro V1 Star, so a golf ball that Dave's never heard of, most people haven't. We tested it on the channel last week and we started to see that this golf ball is designed to have more spin around the greens and from your mid-iron. So it's a very niche golf ball, probably to the better handicapper. I don't know if Dave will be looking that intensely into the golf ball, because we all know Dave looks at one thing, and that is how much it costs. So we're going to test this golf ball today against the Pro V1. It says that it's a little bit firmer, so it's a firmer urethane cover. It says it gets more spin. We're going to put that to the test in the studio with these golf balls on a mid-iron and with a wedge, and start to see that will it make any difference? Would you custom order it, or is it just another golf ball to confuse the everyday golfer?
And it doesn't take much, if I'm honest.
Dave's confused already.
I am.
We're going to start with the Pro V though, Dave, so you know what that golf ball does.
I do.
So we know how that reacts, we know he's used to that. But then we're going to get this Star golf ball tested. We're also going to be testing this with Frankie on the channel, so a 2-handicap golfer. He has just changed to another golf ball that most people won't have heard of, which is a Pro V1, but is another version. And we'll talk through.
How many is there?
There's a lot of options from the Pro V1. Gone are the days where there is just a Pro V1 and a Pro V1X, it seems.
It's not just commercial people trying to entice us into buying different golf balls, is it?
That's it. It's a lot of marketing. Again, this ball isn't marketed because it's probably aimed at that player who is really trying to dial in their game. So is it a tour player? Is it an elite player? It's probably going to be done by a tight list tour rep who's going to be able to fit you to this golf ball. That's a normal Pro V1, a solid strike, good distance with the 3-wood, Dave.
Yeah, happy with that.
Right, here you go. Here is the Star. I keep saying X, but it is a Star.
Good throw for once, Chris.
Throwing's getting better. So here's the Star golf ball. I would say a firmer feeling golf ball, so firmer but more spin around the greens. Again, we know that the Pro V1X is a little bit of a firmer golf ball, certainly sounds a little bit more clicky off the short game stuff. And we know that obviously sound is a big thing to if you've struck it well and for feedback.
Oh,
so
we like that.
Launched a little bit higher, Dave. Sound wise, did it sound different?
A little bit more clicky, yeah.
A little bit more clicky, and that is obviously, we'll go through and show you all the information on the sleeve of golf balls now, but Dave likes it so far.
Yeah, well, I've hit it down middle for once in my life, so
that
happy
is
days.
true. Straight down the middle. So interestingly enough, Dave's first ball is just over there in the rough, but it looks like it's gone a bit further than the one that hit down the middle. So Dave thought he'd hit this one, or he did hit this one well, but the Pro V1 actually went a bit further. So it'll be interesting on the numbers, Dave, to see how far it goes in the studio.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that because it felt a better shot. So I was expecting it to be like 15 yards in front.
Yeah. And what we're going to do, I mean, it is probably maybe 5 yards further actually on the line. Maybe on that line it might have actually ran a bit further than this one. But we're going to hit a mid-iron here just to see how Dave obviously gets the launch. We're going to bring them both into the fairway so we can see the same kind of flight.
Chris, a 7 or?
Yeah, we'll just hit a 7-iron down there, Dave. So start to see that, does it launch the same? Does it feel as good off Dave's Tacoma irons? Would it be something that he would change? So again, it is a custom order, and then we're going to see how it reacts into the green. So as we can see here, as Dave cleans and dries these golf balls, the Pro V1 Star golf balls are designed for players seeking the penetrating flight of a Pro V1 with much higher iron and green side spin, as well as a firmer feel. This Pro V1 is a tightly customised performance option designed to fit players with the unique launch conditions. This man certainly has unique launch conditions, as well as elevate forward-looking technology beyond the prototype environment. So this is a ball you'd normally see in a white box with Pro V1. It would be a prototype. You'll see there's a lot of options out there if you're really trying to dial it in. So nice high flight on that, Dave. Which ball was that?
That was the Star.
That was the Star. So launch side certainly sounded a little bit firmer. And we know that obviously sound is something that you have to like when you're choosing a golf ball, because it is going to give you feedback. So it might be a golf ball you have to get used to. Be interesting to see. Obviously Frankie has changed golf ball, and it is a big change.
That seemed to come out lower.
So lower and sounded much softer. It is down the middle. Be interesting to see where those both have finished, because again the Star has launched a little bit higher. Is that because of more spin from a mid-iron? So Dave, we're down here now. What was you just saying there?
I was saying that I thought they were similar strikes. I thought they were both okay. The Star went a bit higher, which might, for all I know, might mean that it spins more. And the normal Pro V1 was lower, but it's gone about 10 yards longer, would you say?
Yeah, 5 to 10 yards longer. Again, it does say this ball is designed to have the same penetrating flight. It did launch a bit higher there for Dave, so very interesting. But this is where we're not sure is, can Dave really tell the distance at this level, even at a 2 handicap for Frankie? Can you tell the difference? Let's jump in the studio and look at the numbers before we come out and we pitch these onto the green. So as you'll see Dave hitting shots here, we've got the numbers for the spin on the ball. So Dave tested it with an 8-iron, a mid-iron and with a wedge, and we saw for Dave with his 8-iron he was averaging around about 6,000 spin, which is a little bit low, which is what we expect with Dave, again with his club head speed and with this premium golf ball. We don't necessarily get enough spin out of it for a good height. But that is with the normal Pro V1. So with the Pro V1 Star, we should start to see it a little bit higher. And as Dave hits away there still, he did test that and we got around about 6,200 on average. So not much difference at all. So we're not going to see a big difference for Dave and his handicap. 12 handicap golfer, you're not going to see that. 200 revs on spin is not going to make a difference into the green at that kind of level. With the wedges, we saw very similar, so we got a little bit more spin from a 90-yard shot as we'd expect. Around about 8,000 for Dave, which is very good, so he's making good contact. And again, 8,400, so 400 revs of spin with the Star ball with a wedge. So yes, it is providing a little bit more spin. Is that going to make a difference for Dave? We're not too sure that would help him. Next week we're going to be looking out at a golf ball that's a 2-piece iron cover and how that would be maybe more beneficial to Dave, but let's get back to it. So 100 yards here, front pin. So Dave's got his pitching wedge here, so he's going to be flighting this in, so it'll be interesting to see how they react on the green. Famous last words. Dave's got to hit the green now. So Tacoma pitching wedge. He's loving his new irons and wedges, which is what we like to see. More importantly, Dave likes to see the extra money in his bank account. So that's a great shot, straight at it, and that is a good shot. Which ball was that, Dave?
That was the normal Pro V1. Can I just say, little divot.
Little divot.
Unheard of.
Unheard of and not seen on the channel. So, in with the X now. So that had one bounce and stopped pretty quickly. We'll see when we get up there how close that is to the hole. But comment below, guys, what golf balls are you using? Would you be somebody who would look at this golf ball? Or are you somebody who goes on the website and has seen this ball? Or do you think they're just making it more complicated for the everyday golfer?
See, I thought I hit those the same, and that's well short of the other one, Chris.
It was well short. Still took a little bit of a divot, but we didn't really see how it would react on the green there because it didn't reach. But that's Dave not knowing exactly how far it should go. As a mid-handicapper, that is what we expect to see, and therefore is the value in this golf ball there. Comment below, guys. Would you use this golf ball? Have you seen it? What golf ball are you using? And watch out next week where we are trying another budget golf ball that can compete and is half the price.
Yeah, but look where the first one is, Chris.
Well, true. Dave's still loving the first one.
I am.